Hey, it's Scott once again with great resource for coaches. And I'd just today like to take a few minutes and talk about a concept that I heard this week that I really liked the phrasing of it. And that is this idea of speaking greatness into others. And it comes from a post that I read by Mike Deegan. Mike's a college baseball coach whose posts I've been following for the last year or two. And Mike has great stuff on his site. I've got a link actually from Mike's post down at the bottom of my post. So make sure you read through mine and then check out Mike's when you're done with that. But this concept of speaking greatness into others, when I saw the title, and then I started reading the post. I was like, oh, I really like this. And I love the way he put this. And I realized it's something I've been doing for pretty much my whole career, but at the same time, I'd never heard it put that way. And it's this idea that the words that we speak to our kids, of course, I'm talking about coaches right now, but teachers, parents, leaders of any kind, the words that we speak to others have such an important effect and can have such impact on them that we can speak into them the greatness that they seek. Now, of course, this is not saying that that's all it takes to be great, is somebody saying good things about you. The kids still need to work hard, they need to focus, they need to have great attitudes, all of that, okay? But once you have that, if you have somebody who is showing their belief in you and speaking that to them, okay, that is where you can really start to help your kids take those next steps toward the greatness, towards the success that they're seeking. The quote by Jim Valvano in the written post, my dad gave me the greatest gift you can give to a person. He believed in me. That is so true. Well, how do our kids know they believe in them? By us speaking to them, showing them in numerous ways. But one way is our constant praise. So we need to praise. That's a huge part of this. But we also have to praise when we see the right things, so we have to make sure we're focused on praising what needs to be praised. Praise the effort, praise the attitude, praise the grit, all of those things. Sure, praise the success, but let's make sure we're praising what gets them to the success. That's a way to speak greatness into others. This was borne out for me the day before I read the post because I also, while I've been a team basketball coach for so many years, and I still am, I also work one-on-one and one-on-two, that type of thing with kids on their own skills. And the day before reading the post, that's what I was doing. I was working with kids on their skills. They're, finishing off seasons and they're really wanting to, hone some things down. Well, one girl in particular, she's a varsity player. She's a freshman. She's really good. And she's one of those types of players we all would love to coach. But she was struggling in her previous few games. She was struggling finishing with her left hand and struggling with her free throws. And so as I watched her and I watched her confidence level just dropping, I thought, we got to get in the gym because there's just a couple things we can tweak that'll fix that. And then she'll be able to have that confidence level back. So we did. And the more we worked on it, I showed her a couple of things for the finishing. And then she figured out, as I showed her a video, she figured out the one tweak she had to do to her free throws. And with each step, with each move that she was making, each free throw she was shooting and seeing going through, the confidence level was rising, the smile got bigger, and it was so fun to watch. But also throughout the entire session with her, I was speaking that greatness into her, helping her to see that I believed in her, and that if she believes in herself with what she's now working at, big things will happen for her. She is so excited about this coming weekend set of games because now she's back. The confidence level that had dipped, that had dropped is gone. It's back, boosted up, way up to where it always had been, and probably a little bit higher because now she has a couple of tweaks that she's ready to use in her game. So think about that, coaches. How we speak to our kids can have such a huge impact on their performance. And so we need to constantly remind ourselves to try to speak the greatness into them. Yes, again, I understand that the greatness comes from within them and what they do and their efforts and all of that. But we are there to help them with that. So make sure we choose our words wisely. Make sure we choose the timing of our words wisely to help speak that greatness into them and watch them flourish, watch them bloom. I hope you have a chance to do that this week with somebody in your life, that chance to speak some greatness into them, see what happens, and see how exciting it gets for them and for you as well. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.